Good evening, everybody. My name is Dave McDonald, Chairman of the Sewer Commission. Today is May 31st, Tuesday, and we like to start our meeting. And the first thing I'd like to do is start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Mike DeVakis, you want to lead us in tonight?
Sure, okay. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation,
under God,
God,
indivisible, liberty and
and
justice
justice
for all.
for all.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Okay, in accordance to the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting of the Sewer Commission is being recorded and it will be able to be found on the Lunenburg Access YouTube channel after the meeting. Excuse me, the following information is also provided for members of the public that would like to participate remotely. To participate remotely from a computer, please use the links to join the public meetings web bar found on posted the agenda, or from a telephone dial, call toll-free 888-475-4999. Enter the web bar, which is 792-737-0353. If you have not participated or registered for Zoom, you will be asked for your name and email address. Note, no participant ID is needed. Just press the pound sign when asked. I'm going to repeat that phone number again. It's 888-475-4499. I'd like to do a roll call to all members and persons anticipated to be on the agenda to say present. Mike, no? Mike, you here?
I think he's
Yeah.
frozen. Dave.
Is he frozen?
There you go. Now he's unfrozen.
Mike, you here?
Mike, you here?
I'm here.
Michael DeVakis?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. He was still frozen.
John Reynolds?
Here.
Bob?
Present.
And Jane?
Here.
Now I'd like to introduce our new DPW director, and what you all welcome me is Bill Bernard. Bill, welcome to the town of Lunenburg, and thank you for coming tonight for the your first sewer meeting. If you'd like to just say hi to everybody. I don't see you on my screen here.
Yep, I'm here. I'm glad to be here, glad to be working for the town of Lunenburg, and look forward to many more meetings.
Like we said, you don't have to come to every meeting, I think, as the agenda warrants, but we are very privileged to have you with us tonight. We did talk about doing a tour. Bob, I don't know if you can set that up now with everybody's here. If anybody wants to take a tour, let Barbara know of the pump stations. We'll have a limousine pick you all up, and Al will do the tours. But anybody that would like to see the pump stations, just let Barb know and she can make those arrangements. I like to do some public comment. Is there any public comment from the public? Bob, do you see any?
Nope.
Any public comment from the board?
No.
John Reynolds?
No.
My screen just changed. Mike Akins, I already said that. Mike, no?
I'd just like to say that there's normally a $25 fee for that tour, but I think we're gonna waive it. So,
Oh, it went down? Geez, I thought it was 50. I know Brett's coming on board, and I'm just kind of waiting a little bit for Brett to go on before we do the elections. Also, public comment I have, Barb, I sent you a flyer. Can you pop that up for, did you get those?
I did. Hold on.
Can you pop one? I am honored to be working with everybody in Lunenburg. When I say everybody, I mean all the department heads, the clergy, the school department. It's just an outpouring of what we're trying to do. But next Friday, we're planning to do a candlelight vigil at the TCP at the Passios building at the center of town on the lawn. We hope that you guys can come. Hold on one second, I'm sorry. We hope that everybody in town can come, and we're going to do a resolution. With this resolution, once it's signed by every resident in town, we wanted to pass it along to our senators. And we want to, I'm sorry, the phones are going nuts. We want to have everyone in town come and sign it and be with us for a little while at the campus. So it'll be a candlelight visual next Friday, 6/10 at 6:30 PM. So I hope you guys can mark that on your calendar, but it's very important that we all come together as a town. I know I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to see any more children back. So I'm hoping all of us together can make this happen. So I hope you guys can make it. Barb, do you have any announcements?
Sure. Tickle right at the wrong time. Yep,
Alright.
I wanted to congratulate John Reynolds and Mike Knoll for being reelected for another 3-year term. So sorry.
And it was-
Announce-
Barb, is it true Mike got twice as many votes as I did?
No, it is not.
John, I believe you got 2 more flushes than me.
It was a landslide, no matter what, it was a landslide victory for both you guys. And
It was.
congratulations on both of you. And again, thank you for volunteering for the town. That means a lot, not only to me, but to you. I mean, I'm very proud to call you guys friends and glad you're on the sewer commission. Okay, Barb?
Yep, and the other, well, one of the big ones, what you already did was to introduce our new DPW director. We're happy to have Bill Bernard with us. And then we've got just the seasonal announcement about the pool filling waiver and new lawn waiver that's on our website for those filling their pools with this weather, that you can get a credit on your sewer bill for the period when you have filled your pool. So just check our website, it's there, or give the office a call.
Okay.
That was it.
No, Barb, maybe next year when we send that out, because you send that out every year, right?
I put an insert in the bills.
Yeah.
And then I also put it on the website.
Okay, maybe we should also add in there that there's always an opportunity to get an irrigation meter. Just another promotion of that. I know filling a pool once
Right,
probably isn't worth it, but
right. Oh, yeah.
just a thought.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Or is it in there and I didn't?
I'm trying to think. I think it might be my one-time bill adjustment that says that. Brett is now with us.
See that,
Oh,
Brett?
Brett,
Brett, can you hear us?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Bob, do you have anything else? We'll go right to elections.
Yeah, I can hear you mostly. You're a little broken up. But I'm
Okay,
here.
okay. So every year at this time after elections, we change the board. And before we go to the elections, I just want to say I've been honored to be the chair for the last 2.5 years or 3, whichever it was. But with all your help, we guided through a lot of changes in the sewer commission, from new personnel, new DPW directors, new management companies. You guys have been there through the whole situation. Then when COVID hit, we had to change a lot of our policies to cope with that. So again, it's been a good 3 years. I'm very proud to call all you guys good members and friends. But with that, it's time for me to step down and have one of you young bucks become the new chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for a motion for someone to be the chair of this commission.
may I make a statement here?
Yes, yes, sir.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but if I were to be nominated for any one of the 3 positions, I would just request that it not be in effect until the next meeting.
Okay. So I'm looking for a nomination for the chair of the commission.
I'll move,
I'll,
Jake.
Go ahead, I'll nominate John Reynolds for the,
Okay, looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor, roll call vote. Mike,
Well, there's supposed to be some discussion.
Not really. Okay, any
Skip right
discussion?
by that.
You picked up on that, huh, John? John, do you have any discussion on that? No?
Um,
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Roll call vote. Mikey D,
Aye.
Mike Knoll,
Aye.
Brett Ramson,
Aye.
and an aye for myself. John, you don't have to vote if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll abstain.
Okay. I'm looking for a nomination for vice chair, and I'd like to make a nomination for Brett Ramson for vice chair. Any
I'll
other
second
nominations?
that.
I'll second that.
Any other nominations? Okay, any discussion? All in favor, Mikey D,
Aye.
Mike Knoll,
Aye.
John Reynolds,
Aye.
and I for myself. Congratulations, Brett. You've shown to be a very dedicated person, and I think this is going to look good not only on your resume, but you're going to do a great job working with John. So again, I thank you for that.
No discussion?
Not with us. Why do you want to talk about
Missed it.
it? Go ahead, Brett. You can discuss it.
Sorry, you guys are a little in and out. I apologize. I'll catch you bits and pieces, but I heard the ayes.
Okay, so you are vice chair. Do you have any comments or words or anything?
Well, I was trying to think of a joke as a vice president, but I'm not coming up with one. So I guess no comment. Glad to help.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking for,
Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
we're looking for a nomination for a clerk. Clerk is a duty that's very important, and you'll be working with Jane. So looking for a nomination to be the clerk. And I would recommend the vote for Mike Devakis. I'd like to nominate Mike.
I would
Well, then I'll
second that.
second that. There we go.
And that,
Aye.
any other nominations? Not hearing any discussion. All in favor, Mike Knoll,
Aye.
John Reynolds,
Aye.
Brett Ramson,
Aye.
and an aye for myself. Mike, again, thank you for everything you've done on the commission since you joined. This is your start of learning even the next phase of it. So congratulations, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future here. Is there any comments, anything about the offices?
No, my only question is, Dave, you going anywhere?
No, just gonna be in the background here. No. I just want to thank all the new board. Congratulations. Barbara, could you have Kathy make some new identification cards for these guys?
Okay,
And actually, does anybody else need an identification card? Mike, do you need one? Mike, no?
I believe I have one.
No, okay.
Are you talking about the little, 2x3 paper card?
Yes, you put in your, in case
Yeah,
you
then-
go,
I definitely need one of those.
yeah, especially if you go visit anybody, you should identify yourself as a town employee.
Barbara
got a
keeps asking
badge.
me when I visit.
sorry.
I said Barbara keeps asking me when I go in to visit her at the sewer department.
ID.
Oh, blame
Ron, I
her.
have a badge. It gets you in every time.
Okay, per John,
When you leave the country, you need to keep it on you too.
John, did you want me to go ahead with this, or do you want
Yes, that was my request.
to, yeah,
Okay.
just checking?
Only because I'm having some technical issues with our business and I could have to leave at any moment. So,
Okay. We don't have much on the agenda, so we'll just go through it. We're looking at 5 Chestnut Street. Barb, what do you got on 5 Chestnut Street?
This was just if, Dave, if you wanted to review what went on at town meeting. I did check with council about the bisection of lots, and it's perfectly acceptable. Our bylaw allows it and mentions several times about parcels or portions thereof in the sewer service area. So there's no issue with the fact that any of the parcels were bisected, nor do we need deed restrictions. So that was one thing. But you wanted to talk about how it went, and I don't know if we want to get them back in or how you want to move forward with that.
Just to give a quick overview, 5 Chestnut Street, I think you guys talked to them before. They're the ones who want to build the horse hospital in the back there. Do you guys remember that?
right.
I wasn't there that night. Well, as you know, we had to expand the sewer district. Half his property is in the wetlands and the other half that he wants to build is behind. So we went to town meeting. I don't know if anyone, I don't remember seeing anyone after for that article. I think it was Article 29, if I'm not mistaken. But a long story short, it was kind of waved over and it was kind of diluted. I mean, he was there for one reason only, was to get permission to increase the backyard of his district. And then people started talking about what he wanted to do and blah, 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 but it really had nothing to do with what it should have been. So it was looked over. I asked Barb to look into that. And I'm wondering, I just like to make sure that when the town, if you have a betterment and you got 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever acres, I don't know if it was right for the town to cut the property in half. And I know they did it for a reason. They did it to control growth. But as a landowner, if you have a stub and you weren't aware that that happened, I don't think that's right. I think you should have been notified. I think it should be in your deed. And Bob, I think you just answered that question. Is that correct?
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be in the deed?
No, it's council's, warning to every buyer, land buyers, to do your research and due diligence. So it did not. And he was saying, there's no way they can do that for all over zoning restrictions, anything else. It would be a lot of work to worry about deed restrictions. So.
Well, I'm just wondering that if they pass that, if I did my due diligence, there's nothing in my deed saying that it's only getting sued on half of it.
No, but they can look at our map and see that it's bisected, so.
So it wouldn't be,
Council, if you want me, I can read you what council said.
Hold on one quick. Mike, what was your comment?
so I guess, like we've bought property before in the past and basically, the realtor will look at town records and everything else to see, what is up with that property, what's going on, what's, permits, this, that, and whatever. That's not listed in there that there's a stub there to tie into the sewer department. They would have to go to, I
The
guess.
property's bettered, so there would be a betterment on record.
So there is something there that would notify that we are, or that property is in the sewer district and that there is a stub there.
Doesn't mention sewer district, but it's available, that sewer is available at the street.
But available at the street, but it doesn't go into the level of detail where it says only part of the property is. Right?
Right? But they can also look at the map, the town maps, and see that the sewer service area is only for a portion of their parcel. I can read you the whole of councils if you like.
No, that's fine. It just, it goes back to the reasons that was done, but I guess that's probably a discussion for another night.
I recommend we have town council call them in for a meeting on this one. I really just like to put it to bed one way or the other.
Let me share you his email. I think he made it really clear.
Okay.
I'll just send it out to everybody.
You-
After the meeting, or do you want to meet it currently?
I would like a meeting with them, to be honest with you, to talk about this, and maybe we can put something in a deed. And again, you know what, I'd like to get Bill's opinion. Bill, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what do you think of what we're talking about?
I'd really like to see what the town council had to say. And
Okay.
it is kind of new to me here. First, I'm hearing about this, so it's kind of hard to form an opinion in the hearing what I've heard in the last 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't want to put you on the spot. I just think that maybe Barbara can sit down with you and go over it the next couple of days, and we'll put it on a future agenda. Bob, do you agree with that?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing going to happen now, but I think we have to look at this. And I felt bad for the family, and I should have stayed there to defend what we were doing. And maybe we got to look at that. And Bob, you and I talked about that. What do you feel about that? Should private citizens go to do this, or should they be represented by the commission?
I think it's up to the commission. And I think at this point, the commission wanted to see how the town felt about it. The
I have to say,
going to the meeting or putting an article, on the warrant is to expand the SSA. And it requires town meeting vote. So I think that the commission, if I put words in your mouth, was reticent to provide, be the ones to submit the article because you're not the ones putting forward the request. So I think it was perfectly acceptable that it was done as a citizen's petition.
Okay. So why don't we put it, go ahead, Brett.
I didn't know if I was interjecting because I'm a little bit in and out with my connection here. I just wanted to say that if I was to buy a property, especially a sizable property, it doesn't matter what size, if I was told, I had a betterment and I was connected to the sewer, unless somebody came out and spelt it out to me, it wouldn't even occur to me as a buyer or a property owner that, I've got rights to connect to the sewer. How would it even occur to me that I can only use it on part of my property? I mean, I would think to myself as a buyer, or after I own it, and be like, well, what the hell's the sense of being connected if you can only, use it in this one little space? I'd be furious.
Well, I mean, I think I agree with you 100% on that. But I mean, if I bought a piece of property and wanted to build a house, that's one thing. If you want to build a condo, that's another thing. But you still should be able to do it.
That's true.
If you're doing everything correctly, if you go to the planning board, I don't, and if we got the flows, I don't think we should be dictating what people can do, but that's just my beliefs. Anybody else have a comment on this?
Yeah, I think if you have a property has a betterment to it, I don't know how we can divide that up so you can only use a quarter or a portion or half or 3/4 of that property to have sewer on. I mean, we're kind of dictating where you put your house, where you put your building, where you put whatever you're doing. I think if the property is in the sewer district and it has a betterment to it, I think you should be able to use that property, as you wanted to use it.
I think, I think another good example of that is Michael Ray's property. He or his family would be paying a betterment, but he couldn't connect to the sewer. So I kind of agree. But if we're going to be charging people a betterment, I guess we really need to. I don't have an answer. I think it's something we need to talk about some more.
Yeah, I do too. And that's why I like to see our council come in and talk to all of us.
Yeah,
I know it may cost some bucks, but I think it's something that, anybody can say, well, it's your due diligence, you should check that out. But I agree with Brett. I would have my attorneys check the deeds, check and see if there's any restrictions. I wouldn't say, oh, by the way, go to the sewer district map to make sure that the other half of my property is in the zone. That doesn't make sense at all. But I think if we're going to have to go that route, then something should be placed into their deeds all the way across the board. That's what I think. But to take something away without letting the homeowner know is not correct. I feel it's not right. Okay, so Bob, we'll put that on a future meeting.
All right. Before we leave this, quick question: what determines which article falls? We had 25 for this whole discussion about the amended bylaws. What determines how those are placed for the town meeting? Is it how early you get it in? I mean, is it arbitrary?
I think it's done by the town manager and the board of selectmen.
Okay.
So let's get them on board.
Okay. Well, the sewer commission articles always seem to come not at the beginning of the meetings. But anyway, that's probably discussion for another time.
Any other comments on this? And Bill, Bob will get you up to speed on this as well as other things too. I mean, I know this is your first week, so and we're learning you as well. So feel free to ask any questions or whatever we need. But it's good. It's good communication. So okay, next one is year 3 CTE contracts.
Yep. Everyone got the O and M contract for the last year for Chad Empey, or otherwise known as CTE. And as long as it is acceptable to you, I think we need to vote it, and then I would ask for everyone to come in and come in and sign, if you would be so kind.
Now, before we do that, Bob, that increase is in the budget. We're all set with that, right?
Yes, and I didn't mention, the amount is for $85,443.44 for the year, starting July 1st of 2022.
And I just want to say that, and Bill, you'll find out, but CTE has been an excellent vendor of ours. And they're very loyal to us, and we're loyal to them. So it's an honor for me to say okay to this new contract revision. But let's do a vote on it. Bob, is that what you want?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion to what? Approve it?
To approve the year 3 contract with CTE.
Looking for a motion.
So motion.
Okay, looking for a
I'll
second.
second that. I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote. Mike Knoll,
Aye.
Brett Ramson,
Aye.
John Reynolds,
Aye.
Mikey D,
Aye.
and an aye for myself. Okay, Barb, fourth quarter. Oh, by the way, yes, please make sure we go and sign this thing in the Barb so we can get it into the system. Fourth quarter commitment, so I have $275,803. Barb, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
$103.50. The fourth quarter bills went out on May 19th. And just looking to have, again, if you wouldn't mind, come in. I need at least 3 signatures to make it official. And so just want to, it does require you to vote to accept the amount, $275,803.50.
So I'm looking for a motion to accept the commitment for $275,803.50.
So motion.
Looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? You guys are moving around on the board, so if I call your names differently, I'm just following the board. Mikey D,
Aye.
Mike Knoll. What was that?
Aye.
Aye. John Reynolds,
Aye.
Aye.
Brett Ramson.
Aye.
Bless you.
I'll take that sneeze as an aye and
Mhm.
aye for myself.
All right. And just as we mentioned with the billing that went out on May 19th, we had 2 billing inserts, not only the pool filling that we were just talking about, but also we did insert a blurb about the rate increase that will go into effect with the next bill. So the customer base has been advised.
Thank you, Barb.
Okay.
Barb, have you gotten any phone calls yet regarding that?
No, only one person asking if the rate increase was in his bill, and we said, no, not yet. And that was the only question so far. So far, so good.
When's that going out?
The the bills did go out on May 19th.
Thank you. Bob, let's take the next one and let's throw that down into action items for now, the meeting format discussion.
Okay,
And let's go right to the minutes. I'm looking for a motion and I don't have the minutes in front of me, Bob. Are we all eligible to sign?
we are eligible. Hold on, I just flashed out for May, I think, May 3rd, everybody. On May 10th, Mike D cannot vote.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion for review and vote on the minutes from 5/3.
So motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, Mike D.
I don't think I can vote on this one, can I?
The
Yes,
next
you
one.
can on this one. You were there on May 3rd.
Oh, okay. Aye.
Aye. Mike Knoll,
Aye.
John Reynolds,
Aye.
Brett Ramson,
Aye.
And I for myself on the, looking for a motion to approve the 5-10 minutes. Mikey D, you can't vote on these.
I'll make a motion to approve the 5-10 minutes.
Okay, looking for a second.
Second,
Okay, any more discussion? Roll call votes. Mike Note,
Aye.
John Reynolds,
aye.
Brett Ramson. Brett,
I said aye.
okay. And I for myself. Business managers report. Barb, go ahead.
Alrighty, I sent out
Excuse me,
the,
I'll be back in about 60 seconds, okay?
okay,
Go ahead, Barbara, I can still hear you.
okay, and I had sent out the year-to-date for FY '22. We've got one more month. Looking good at this point, once the billing went out, put us back into the black where we wanted to be. So otherwise, everything's pretty much according to Hoyle. We should be ending the fiscal year in a solid place. We did get some numbers from the town accountant regarding the payments that had been made on back betterments with the Meadowwoods Park. So we're ahead of the game as far as what was anticipated betterment revenues. So FY '22 will be a good boost for the retained earnings.
So let's step back. So we budgeted in a loss on the retained earnings this year. Is that correct?
Correct.
And we're going in with a surplus?
That's right.
And do we know how much that surplus is?
Right now, it looks like 288,000 as opposed to a loss of 343. So we're gonna, we gained about 600,000 towards into the retained earnings account.
Wow, that's fantastic. Good.
Yep.
Before you go on, anyone have any comments about that? Mike, no?
No, I think it's a positive. We still gotta, obviously, it's gonna get worse as we go, so keep an eye on it.
Well, how many more years we got until we reach that plateau, Barbara?
Oh, I think next year was probably the worst, and then it starts to level off.
So this will make our year next year
This
probably
will help.
better.
This will help, yeah.
All right.
We
Mikey,
have our,
go ahead, Brett.
I'm thinking about that 8% increase we got coming too.
We're still going to show a loss for next year.
Right.
And don't forget Leominster and Fitchburg is still raising their rates every year.
Yeah, we still have a ways to go too.
Yeah, but I think your new board, we could discuss this. I would probably go back to that, just a fixed rate of a 1 or 2% a year increase from here on in to cover the increases between Fitchburg and Leominster.
I'm with you.
But we're still we got to get out of this betterment thing, and we should be out of it by next year. I think is the last year.
Nice.
And from there, it'll start going good. Okay, Barb, so any other questions on this? It was good news. John, did you hear that? What we did on this? Okay. That's very good news. Okay, Barb, you're up.
Upland and Upland and White Street. We've been going back and forth between the Board of Health and also ratepayers, just trying to make sure we have the right parcels to receive the letters. So they should be going out tomorrow. It's a total of 64 letters. And the betterment didn't change. We are looking at different, how many units per parcel that we're including, but it didn't change the overall numbers. So same, between the two areas, the Upland and Eastern and White and Maple combined would be about a $57,000 betterment. And that's what we're gonna put in the letter, that there's a chance of it, and try to get input. Paula did create a Survey Monkey survey so that people can do their vote for it online, whether instead of returning the form. So that might improve the response. So that should go out tomorrow. We'll see.
So the number, guys, just so you know, we are going to be advertising the $57,000 number. Excuse me. And Mike, you remember last time we did this together, we had a number from the engineers based upon X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that this year as well, but 57 is the estimate from the engineers. But as you know, they put a fluff in there. And I think with what's going on in the world, we got to keep that fluff somewhere around there. So if people ask us, I would say the 57,000 and hopefully or less. But as time goes on, who knows what's going to happen. But that's a lot of money for.
Not an easy number to swallow, you know.
Yeah, it isn't. But then again, if you're need a septic system, at least the 57,000, you can spread it over 20 years. Where a septic system, you got to pay for the money right off the bat.
True.
We'll see
And
what
if
happens.
I may.
Yep.
If I may, the plastic pipe in those septic systems,
Yep.
I purchased a couple of pipes. Well, last year they were $22 a piece. This year I bought a few of them just 3 weeks ago. They were $65 a piece. They went up 300%.
Well,
Just
no,
throwing that out there. That's
None of
just the
that.
pipe.
yeah, not only that though, but the
Yeah.
labor to bring your machinery running the diesel gas, labor,
Oh, yeah.
just, and hopefully it'll settle down. I did have a customer call me with Michael Ray Jeffries. They contacted me in regards to Pratt Street. Bob, did you get a phone call from a lady wanting to hook up on Pratt Street?
I didn't. I don't know if Paula did, but I didn't remember hearing anything. We had one fairly recent one, but it was at least a month ago, couple months ago.
I guess this lady selling her house at the corner of Pratt and West Street. And I told her you do have sewer there, but you're gonna have to have a pump station put in or a pump put in E1. Now that's all low pressure if I remember right up there.
Yes,
So I told her to contact you or talk to Bob Proctor to get some pricing for what it would cost, because I have no idea what the E1s go for today. Okay, go
You
ahead.
know, do you happen to know which house on the corner of Pratt and,
I'm sorry, I don't. Miss Michael Ray hooked us up in a conference call. I guess she called the select board, and then Michael called us. So, okay, Barb, what else you got?
Okay. And just so you know, for anyone listening, any of our drain layers can be contacted for estimates, and that list is on our website. So just want to put that out there. All right, 711 Mass Ave is the condo project that Jamie Rowe came in with several meetings ago. We've gotten, they did update the plan based on the peer review comments by Graves Engineering. Bill has not yet seen the plan, so Jamie has asked or has agreed to bring in a full set because we hadn't gotten one yet. So right now we're just waiting on Bill. Jamie wanted to know when he could be on the agenda, so we're gonna have Bill have a chance to review the plans and probably put them on for the 14th of June. So, you know. Okay.
okay, yeah, I mean, I definitely would like Bill to look at those before they go on to an agenda for the sewer commission meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Il Forno, I've tried with both Hannigan and with Case to get a confirmation that it won't increase capacity. I did hear from Mike at Il Forno who said it would have no increase. They've had the temporary shelter for during COVID that did not. So he had said it was no difference from what he's been doing. But I haven't been able to get it yet from Case or from Hannigan. So just so you know, I have been trying.
Oh, no, but on that one, guys, just to review, Alforno's is going to a permanent structure on the outside. I think we talked about it at the last meeting. All I'm looking for is that if there's a permit code on this structure, is that going to increase the capacity? And Casey would know that information. And we have to follow our building director's guidelines, just like we did with bootleggers, if you remember how that one worked out. So, like I said, I'd be interested to see what Casey says. And anybody on the board have any questions or? on
No,
that?
it's all about whether they increase capacity or not, so.
And again, we don't know what a permanent structure means. Is a permanent structure going to be year round? Is it going to be just for the summer, which is what the tents were all about? So it's a gray area that we got to look at.
Right.
Okay, Barb?
Okay. The sanitary sewer overflow notification program that the state is requiring all towns to have in place by July 1st. Wright Pierce is working on, and actually Bill and I will be on a video conference tomorrow with Kevin and his SSO guy to try to go over the initial review, and then hopefully we'll have something to provide by the next meeting. Grease traps, we're all caught up with April. May is still, no, we're all cut. Yes, April logs were due in May, the first Tuesday, and those are all caught up. We've got a couple, May reports already, so those are good. We're working on anybody who needs a pump out, and everyone so far is in compliance. So we're working on it. In compliance within the recommended period of time. Most of them are every 6 months. So we're keeping up with that. Paula's taking that on. So that's been good.
Okay.
She's reaching out to anybody that's coming due on their pump outs. I have 3 invoices for your review. Fitchburg's invoice came through based on the flow meter data that we sent for $19,174.13, and that's a monthly amount. Lemonster's Q4 or their Q3 or Q4 amount is $138,839.20. Again, based on the meter numbers we did provide, that is high by about 20,000 over the last quarter that we had reported. This one is for 12/26 through 3/25, and it was 26,980 cubic feet. Sorry, CCF. And it was about 20,000 more. The same period last year was 116,600. So again, about 20,000 over the same period a year ago. Just looking, it was wet, a wet period. So we're hoping it goes down for the next one.
We did increase the budget on this just for those reasons that we last year. So
Which is why I think we did up
Yeah.
to 520. So hopefully we'll catch it all. The third one is just it's kind of a record only invoice from council for $775.75. Basically looking over the Wright Pierce contract and then all the sewer bylaw back and forth for town meeting. So those
Okay.
3, as long as you're okay, I'll put them through.
any comments from the board on this? Mike ED?
Nope.
Mike Mel?
Pay the bills, Bob.
Okay.
Brett?
No comment.
No comment. And did we lose John?
Yes, we did.
We did. Okay.
Wait, sorry, it didn't chime to me. There he is. Wait a minute. Bonnie's trying to get in again.
You can do it, John.
Bob, can you waive off the guest room? Can you do, or do you want to keep the guest room in for the host to let you in?
I only see the screen with all of everybody's faces. Is the waiting room on there for you?
Yeah, sorry, Barb. I actually clicked on leave meeting. Sorry.
You did it on purpose?
Yeah.
I don't,
No, not on purpose.
I don't see a wait. I get the participant. Is that the waiting room?
Yeah. It doesn't leave it up on the screen. And plus I'm looking at my notes for the meeting, so.
Okay.
I apologize, John, if I left you out there too long.
No. That was my fault. My fault.
John, we're just asking for discussion on the numbers from Fitchburg, Leominster, and MTC. Do you have any comments on that?
No, but at several meetings, we talked about maybe meeting with Leominster to
Yes.
get some ideas about I&I. probably something we should do.
Well, Bill, you're still there, right? You can hear us. Do you know the DPW guy in Leominster by chance?
I do not know.
You're gonna get a chance to meet him.
Mhm.
There's, and again, we can go through it later with John, but there is money out there to fix our I&I problems over in the Whalen district. And the last DPW guy we talked with, he wanted us to work with them between Fitchburg and Leominster, because I&I is just as big a problem to them as it is to us. But there are monies and grants out there to grab, and Bob, maybe Paula could help us look up some of that too, if we can get this together and work with Leominster on it. But we're looking to,
Yeah.
go ahead, Bob.
No, I know she was looking into grants and wasn't able to find a whole lot, but maybe with the ARPA funds, we can just do some more research, see what we can do.
This might be part of the build back money, the first loans that went out back in January. So there is money out there for streets and roads. And in fact, Bill, you must know about that. DOT was getting money for road repair. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, there should be federal money available.
Yeah.
We just have to find it.
Okay. So that's what we're trying to do anyways, but that's, we've been talking about it for a while, but we have to sit down and really talk to them. Bob, go ahead. What else you got?
Website updates, just I had planned to put up there the results of the town meeting, but I also wanted to put up there what we're gonna do with meetings going forward, and then it was changing. So I will be doing website updates, so stay tuned. I'll also get up on the website the fact that the bills have been sent out, because a lot of people call and say they've never received their bill, and I always say it's on the website. So just reminded myself to do that again. So that's about it. We have a new select board chair. Michael Ray Jeffries was elected as chairman. So just wanted to pass that along. DPW conference upgrade. Dave, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, one of the things we talked about was with everything going on, COVID cases are going back up. But in the future, we want to have the Zoom capabilities that, especially Brett and Mike, you guys are, I know, working late on your jobs.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot easier sometimes to tie in when you're on a job like Brett, you're doing right now, than it is to go to a town hall or DPW. In fact, what we're trying to do is do a hybrid for all our meetings. Now, they're all going to be taped anyways, except for the live one at the last part of the month. And even that, Barb, we haven't had live for a long time, since our last one at the town hall. Otherwise, they're all Zoomed, which is not live, correct?
Right, and that's what Heather had said. She's getting equipment for this building to do Zoom hybrid, but it does not mean it would be live broadcast, but that Zoom participants will be able to hear the in-person discussion. So there was a little clarifier there.
Similar to what we're doing now. This is
Yeah.
the public wanted to come on, but we wanted to set up at the DPW because like Mike Knoll, Mike Devakis, and Brett may want to go, and John, I know you may want to do it from your house. You should be able to do that. Bill, you should be able to do it from your house. And Bob, you're always at the office, but Jane, you could do it from your house as well, and let the customer and let the public tie in, and if they want to do it that way. I think Zoom brings a new dimension to our meetings and to our customers and to the residents of town. It keeps them informed of what's going on and where their monies are going, and it's just good communication. So we asked we asked Heather to invest in setting that up, and Heather agreed, and they are doing it. So Bill, you'll have like a little communication center there at your DPW, which is good, I think. I mean, you can use it a lot. And I think each and every one of us has been using Zoom more and more as we learn how to do it. So it's kind of cool in a way. As far as town meeting, we still have the town hall. If we agree to go there, they have a hybrid situation set up there. They have a big screen on the wall, and we can do it that way as well. But it would be live, and people would call in or Zoom in, and we can pick up on it from the town hall. So that's the only That's the only plus I got. I think it's a great idea, but Barb,
Yep, so we'll wait on that. Purchase.
she ordered the equipment, right? I think.
Yes, she said she doesn't have the delivery and install date.
Yeah.
Also, this governor has only approved Zoom for a certain period of time. It may still require, if it doesn't, the remote participation policy is that you have to have a quorum in-house. And the chair has to be in person versus remote. So I don't know if when that governor's decree or order has been lifted, how it might be changed at all going forward.
You know, we do have it. We will have it probably forever now, as far as just for communication. Even if we do it and let people at home come in instead of coming down to the DPW, or we all know how small that office is at the DPW. But it's a tool. It's the same thing with the hearing devices we have at the town hall. It's a tool that we can use to enhance the experience of a meeting. And I'm glad we're getting up to coming up to the year 2022, we're going to all catch up on technology. So this is a good thing. And I understand you're upgrading your systems at the office, you know, on your computer system, which is nice. I saw that the other day. May not be happening, but you are upgrading, right?
They're changing over to having everything on the cloud and removing the servers, hardware. It's a process.
It's a process.
I think perhaps Barbie might be more correct to say it's been a challenging process.
Yes.
No, one question though, you all have emails for the town of Lunenburg. You guys are aware of that, right? Is our address changing, or is it just the?
No, it will be, but we're not quite ready for it yet.
Okay,
They're finishing up doing all the employees this weekend, and then they'll work with the commissions and board.
so yours has been changed. I
Yes.
think everybody got the email on that. Barbara's been changed. I think Jane has been changed. No, Jane hasn't been changed. Paula Bertram's been changed. So it's lunenburgmass.gov now instead of lunenburgonline.com. So,
Yeah, Lunenburg MA. Yep.
okay, so let's bring the final discussion we have on, what do we move down, Barb? What did I do with it? Meetings, the remote hybrid meetings. I know you had a question, Mark. How would you like to proceed with this?
Nope, it's up to discussion amongst the commission. That's why it was on there. Just, we originally were going to be in person today, and we decided because there was a new wave of COVID cases that we would just hold off for another month and do this one as Zoom. So it's really up to everybody how we want to move forward. The
Any
next one is
thought-
June 14th, and that would be a remote, and then June 28th would be possible in person at Town Hall.
John, this is your call. We're looking for you for guidance on this one.
Well, I'm not really sure how to answer that because the business my wife and I have, really the control falls under what we do as far as COVID regulations falls under the requirements of healthcare facilities, which is much more restrictive. So I'm not really sure what it's going to be week to week to week. So I think the hybrid might, if I'm going to be chairman, especially, we're really going to have to consider the hybrid.
Or do you want to keep the June 14th meeting as scheduled?
Yes.
Then,
June 4th. Yes, that should be fine.
and then probably evaluate it from then, because I think Barbara's right. From what I'm hearing, the governor's probably going to extend this again. So I mean, I think we should take a look at it and have our next meeting on June 14th. So it'll be a regular meeting, hybrid remote participation via the Zoom. So that's a Zoom meeting is what I'm saying, right?
Right, not hybrid, but regular.
Yeah.
It's regular Zoom.
Just a regular Zoom meeting, yeah.
Right, and then discuss 628 at the next meeting.
Yeah, I mean, until things settle down out there, I agree. Any comments? on the board?
It's really gonna be up to Brett because I'm gonna be on vacation for the next 3 months.
Nobody told me this.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know Dave
uh,
forgot to mention that to me.
Jesus, I probably forgot to say that. All right,
I knew I was being railroaded there somehow.
any more action items? The only thing I have is I want to put a call out to the water department on Hickory Hills. We had a major water break over the weekend. And those guys worked 12 hours in the heat and on a Memorial Day weekend to fix the water. So kudos to the water department on our part. Thank you for doing the job. And I know the DPW, I like to give them a shout out too. I know they're working hard on these road pavements going around. And I know it's tough for you, Bill, to be right in the middle of all the asphalting being done in the town. But I tell you one thing, you can go to other cities or other towns in Massachusetts, there's nothing like Lunenburg. I'm just looking for the rainbow every time I come across the town that says enter in Lunenburg. So great job on the roads for everybody at your facility. So thank you for that.
I'll pass that along.
Okay, as this is my last meeting as a chair, John, let me thank you for letting me run this one tonight. I just want to thank again all you guys for what you've done in the past and looking forward to working in the future. With that said, I'm looking for public comments from anybody. Mike Devakis.
Oh,
Brett,
No comment.
John,
No comment.
Mike Notes.
Oh, good.
With that, our next meeting will be June 14th at 6 p.m. It'll be a regular meeting via the Zoom. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Dave,
Yes,
I'll make a public comment just to thank you for being a chairman since 2020 and throughout the whole of COVID. And it's been a fun ride, and thank you for everything you do.
you know,
Ditto.
it has been a fun ride and thank you, Bob, for that. And I know you and I scratch our heads a lot and I'm very proud of our accomplishments at the DPW and for the sewer. So thank you for that.
Okay, no problem.
Looking for that motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Who's second?
second,
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Mikey D?
Aye.
Mike Note,
Aye.
Brett Ramson?
Aye.
John Reynolds?
aye.
Go Celtics. And again, thank you guys and God bless.
Good night, Lunenburg.
Night.
Good night. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Good night,
thanks,
everybody.
Dave.
Good night. Thanks, Bill, for coming. Thanks, Bob. Bye, Jane.